In a tense and extraordinary encounter in the Pacific Ocean, HMS Queen Elizabeth, the pride of the Royal Navy, suddenly found itself shadowed by Chinese and Russian warships in contested waters. This unexpected event could have had significant consequences for international relations. Let's dive into this dramatic encounter and explore its implications. A strategic mission in the Indo-Pacific. HMS Queen Elizabeth, the UK's flagship aircraft carrier, had been deployed to the Indo-Pacific as part of a mission to promote freedom of navigation and reaffirm Britain's commitment to its global allies. This deployment was especially important amidst rising tensions in strategic areas like the South China Sea. The UK's display of strength was also a clear message of support to key allies, including the United States, Japan, and Australia. Equipped with state-of-the-art F-35B Lightning II fighter jets, destroyers, and support vessels, the British Carrier Strike Group conducted joint military exercises, emphasizing the UK's intent to maintain stability in one of the world's most critical regions. The South China Sea is a highly contested region, serving as a key trade route where trillions of dollars worth of goods pass annually. With multiple territorial disputes, driven mainly by China's expansive claims, ensuring the safety of these waters is a top priority for HMS Queen Elizabeth and her allies. However, the mission has also sparked significant attention and tension from rival forces, a rising show of force. In response to the British presence, China increased its own naval operations, conducting large-scale exercises in the South China Sea, showcasing its naval power and reinforcing its claims. China's People's Liberation Army Navy deployed warships, submarines, and advanced anti-ship missiles to deter foreign forces from operating in the area. Tensions rose when China conducted live fire drills close to international waters, escalating the situation further with simulated missile strikes and complex maneuvers intended to intimidate. Russia, though geographically distant, has also made its presence felt in the Indo-Pacific, participating in joint naval drills with China. These joint exercises, aptly named maritime cooperation, involved fleet coordination, anti-submarine warfare, and missile defense. The growing military partnership between China and Russia has added complexity to an already delicate situation, challenging Western naval power in the region. Tensions come to a head. During one of HMS Queen Elizabeth's patrols near the South China Sea, tensions escalated. Reports indicate that Chinese warships, including destroyers and frigates, approached the British carrier group, conducting close-in maneuvers in what many saw as a direct challenge to the UK and its allies. Although no shots were fired, both sides closely monitored each other's moves, and the UK's Ministry of Defence downplayed the incident, stating HMS Queen Elizabeth was operating lawfully. Behind closed doors, however, concerns were high as military officials recognized the risks of these increasingly frequent encounters. The potential for escalation. The Indo-Pacific region is becoming a powder keg, with Chinese, Russian, British, and American warships operating in close proximity. The risk of miscommunication or a minor misstep leading to a confrontation is real. Even a small error could spark a dangerous escalation, especially in these militarized waters. As tensions rose, military leaders on all sides voiced concerns over the risks of unintended escalation and emphasized the need for caution. A high-stakes encounter. Imagine this scene: HMS Queen Elizabeth sails smoothly through calm waters, its radar systems vigilant, when multiple contacts appear on the radar screens. Chinese and Russian warships converge from various directions, getting uncomfortably close. It's clear that this is more than routine patrolling, it's an orchestrated show of force. The British task force is surrounded by Chinese destroyers and frigates, with Russian vessels close behind. Communication lines between HMS Queen Elizabeth and the Chinese and Russian fleets open, but the responses are terse, heightening the tension. On board, the atmosphere is tense but controlled. The British commanders, experienced in such high-stakes situations, remain calm but prepare for all contingencies. As a precaution, HMS Queen Elizabeth launches several F-35B jets, circling above in a display of strength. Meanwhile, other ships in the British strike group assume defensive positions, ready to respond. Nearby, Allied ships from the US and Japan are also put on alert, ready to provide reinforcements if the situation worsens. Drones from both sides take to the skies for reconnaissance, adding another layer of tension. A diplomatic solution. Recognizing the stakes, diplomatic channels between the UK, NATO, China, and Russia were activated. Back-channel negotiations allowed cooler heads to prevail, and the British carrier group slightly pulled back to avoid further provocation. Chinese and Russian vessels slowly began to break formation, averting direct confrontation. The standoff ended without shots fired, but the event highlighted the growing friction in the region. What this means for the future. Though a direct conflict was avoided, the incident left a lasting impact. NATO officials are now considering increasing the frequency and scale of joint exercises in the Indo-Pacific, while China and Russia view the event as justification for a stronger regional presence. The episode underscores the delicate balance between showing strength and avoiding escalation in a region where even minor incidents can have global ramifications. Could these rising tensions lead to something more serious? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into naval operations and international relations.